What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Max Gygos here with another sports rant, and oh boy, do we have a show for you! Have you ever been so incredibly wrong about something that it kind of makes you feel that you need to take a step back, look at look at some things? Like it was shockingly wrong. Because that's how I feel about the NBA playoffs. I feel like I turned in my SAT thinking I aced it, and I realized I got a 400. Right? This was completely out of any kind of sphere what I was expecting at all. The Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals are set. In the Eastern Conference, we have the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, two teams which I did not have getting past the second round. The Knicks I didn't even have going past the first round. I was completely wrong on them. And in the Western Conference, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who I did think were going to make the Western Conference Finals, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I also did not have the Minnesota Timberwolves making it out of the first round. As I said before, I was a very big Lakers in 5 homer. And this entire playoffs has just been kind of a big revelation for me. Physicality, the durability, and the toughness has won each and every single one of these series. They finally come to a head. Indiana Pacers, physical, tough. Tyrese Halliburton, chip on your shoulder. Overrated, right? They did not just beat the Cavaliers, they eviscerated them. They embarrassed them. The number 1 overall seed, they dropped 80 points in a half. So I was absolutely shocked to see them make it this far. The New York Knicks, I didn't even think they were going to beat the Pistons. It looked like they were struggling there for a little bit in that series, but I was like, okay, they won. They're going to lose to the Celtics. I was like, for sure. They just dropped the game. It's going to be for sure. It's for sure going to be the Boston's going to pull this off. 2 20-point deficits. Not just one, two. 2 complete meltdowns by the defending champs. It's also said that the Minnesota Timberwolves, who, yes, they beat up a Warriors team without Steph Curry, but are big, physical, strong, have probably one of the best young players in the league in Anthony Edwards, who I was trying not to hate on because I realize it makes me sound like Oldie the dinosaur over here. And the one team that I did have in the Western Conference Finals, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who at times tonight were very much like they were in control of this game. From the jump, it looked very like, oh shit, the first quarter looked like, oh, the Nuggets might actually pull this off in 7 games. But Oklahoma City was just better. They had a better bench. They had a better star. They just outplayed them in the end. Though it was credit to Denver. Denver was playing hard, but it looks like this is the end of the road for the Jokic Murray whole experiment. Similar thing happening in Boston. But I want to talk about Denver first because it's a little more closer to home, a little deeper because they were champions 2 years ago. And they were lost in the same round. This is the second time they've lost in the second round. They seemed very old. They seemed like didn't have another gear. outside of Nikola Jokic. Please save us. Aaron Gordon, will your handspring magically repair and save us? Right. They didn't have a bench. Whenever Jokic and Murray got out of the game, it was ugly. It was hideous. It was Cheerios on the stat sheet. It was gross. And that was really the turning point in the series is Oklahoma City actually had a bench. They actually had guys who could. Alex Caruso coming off the bench is a dog. And these guys they play. They know their rhythm. They play with together, and that's really how the NBA is structured now. We will have the 7th new NBA champion this year. That is remarkable. There is no dynasties anymore. There's no super teams. You can't just get 3 stars together and make it work. Phoenix learned that one the hard way. And so there was going to have to be massive change for the Nuggets. I think moving off of pretty much everybody except for maybe I've heard a lot of moving off everybody except for Aaron Gordon and Nikola Jokic. And just kind of maybe clean house, right? Maybe not clean house, but you know what I mean. They cleaned house in their head coaching and their GM, so the new GM will have a tall task. I think you could probably fetch a nice haul for Christian Brown. I think you could fetch a decent haul for Jamal Murray, even though he's kind of aged, but he still has gas left in the tank for sure, especially with just like an off season and a recovery. But you don't want to become the Milwaukee Bucks, who are now facing a dilemma with Giannis where they will not have picks in the upcoming draft. Like they don't own their picks. And they have to trade their superstar, and they are in this dilemma where they don't have anybody else. So that will be the task for Denver's new GM. Moving to the other team, the other former champion in this Boston Celtics, who also kind of looked old and expensive. This is something that will probably be talked about in the modern NBA. When a champion is dethroned every season, we kind of take a look back and then like, oh yeah, but you can't quite win the same way. The way the league is constructed is you can't have a dynasty. I think it would, with how many pieces they have. Al Horford is 39 years old. He's the second oldest player in the league. He probably retires. Derek White, Drew Holiday, these guys are all on the table. Even Jaylen Brown. Because you are going into a year without Jason Tatum. His Achilles injury is devastating. This is absolutely devastating. Because we saw you can win a game without him. Can't win a series. You can't win a championship without Jason Tatum. So let him get healthy. Move some things around. The GM in Boston is exceptional because we've seen things move off Kristaps Porzingis. Probably Kristaps Porzingis is probably the first move you make. Right? Porzingis, Drew Holiday, and we'll see from there. I heard on Colin Cowherd and Jason Tiff's podcast today that it was like, yeah, you know what? Dallas could use Drew Holiday. Nice, a good defensive guard who can run the offense in exchange for a big that the Celtics need. Like Gafford or PJ Washington. And with Cooper Flagg being added to the mix there, they're going to be a huge team. So they're definitely a must watch. That was another crazy thing that happened over the week. The Dallas Mavericks with the number 1 overall pick, 1.8% chance of getting it, and they got it. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's rigged! It's rigged! It's rigged!" No, it's not. This is the reason why there is a lottery. Because yes, you can't tank and just get Cooper Flagg. It doesn't work like that. Yes, you can be bad, but you still don't. You're not guaranteed anything. But I am fascinated by this entire thing. I am so excited, and I've been so wrong that I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. This has been kind of cool. But yeah, that's probably going to be the video, guys. Appreciate it. Go follow my socials. Go follow my X account at Another Sports Rant. Go follow my Twitter. I mean, my Instagram. What am I talking about? Instagram at Another Sports Rant and my TikTok at Another Sports Rant. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you all later.